Today's Spontaneanation is sponsored by Howl.fm. Listen to a brand new Howl original comedy series, A Night Called Tomorrow, with James Urbaniak from the Venture Brothers and Hulu's Difficult People. In this 10-episode comedic noir, James Urbaniak and Azure Parsons stars two Angelinos who stumble upon an intergalactic conspiracy in 1958 Hollywood. The show features an all-star cast, including Andy Richter, Weird Al Yankovic, Lauren Lapkus, Baron Vaughn, and more. To listen to A Night Called Tomorrow and over 150 hours of exclusive Howl miniseries, go to howl.fm/spont and start your free trial. After your full month of free trial, it's only $4.99 per month to get all this exclusive content on iPhone, Android, and on the web. Just go to howl.fm/SPONT to get started. Welcome. So they started without me. Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to people who are just getting caught up on their own shows. That's right. Do you have a show? And it started without you? Maybe you're the guy who created American Horror Story, and you're just getting around to watching it, and you're like, oh, this is gross. Listen, guys, as of this recording, I just talked about this on Twitter, the social networking platform, but it bears repeating. I used to smoke, right? And then I quit smoking. And if you're still smoking, come on. You'll get there. You'll realize it's a dumb thing. Like I did. That's not... I didn't realize... Here's my journey with it. I didn't realize, oh, this is a dumb thing, and then I was done with it. I was like, I don't like doing this anymore. How do I make it stop? And then I read a book. What is that book? Look it up. However, I still have to watch the anti-smoking ads with people with their exposed neck holes and stuff. How many people smoke? Not 100% of the population. So why do I have to see open neck holes? Not my thing. Oh, I'm sure there's somebody who's so excited about it. I can't believe they're actually showing open neck holes on television. Basic television. Regular. Anyway, my point is, so I'm watching this television program, Atlanta, which I'm enjoying very much, but I keep running these promos for American Horror Story. One of the promos features like an army of spiders crawling into an open wound. Are you fucking kidding me? Let me say this. American Horror Story. Everyone's already on board that's going to be on board. You've reached 100% of your audience. There is no one who likes that sort of thing that is not aware of it. And there's nobody that doesn't like that sort of thing that's like, oh, that many spiders crawl into an open wound? I gotta check this out. Stop it. Stop it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest to have a free-form conversation with me inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals onto the show. We do a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes. Do we sometimes implement details from the conversation I previously had with the special guest? Sometimes. Not all the time. There's no rules. Well, there is one rule. Have fun. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. He's playing scary music to unnerve me because he knows that it does. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest today. Someone clanked their teaspoon, literally a teaspoon, in their mug of tea.
Is this Denny's? I'll go then. I'll go. I brought my own tea.
Ma'am, this is not Denny's. My guest today, a journalist. What? We've never had one of those on here before. A member of the Fourth Estate? Maybe we'll find out what the other 3 estates are. I've been dying to know ever since I realized I didn't. Also, you may recognize him from being congratulated on stuff on Twitter. Please welcome to Spontaneous Nation, Jeb Lund.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Jeb, hello, thank you for being here. Do you know what the other 3 estates are? The first 3.
Monarchy, clergy, and aristocracy.
Is that for real?
I think so, yeah.
Then we have one of those. We have 2 of those estates then. We have the Fourth Estate and we have the Second Estate?
Aristocracy, I think.
But now, are you talking about the glitterati?
Well, I think, I can't remember who wrote it, but I think we have the highest percentage of nepotistic members of the Congress since maybe the Gilded Age. So
is that so?
Wives and children, so Rand and Ron Paul and that sort of thing. This is a couple-year-old article, so
look, you're not on trial here. But we do have the clergy. We don't have the monarchy. But the aristocracy in its truest definition is meant to be. Is it meant to be just sort of the moneyed classes who can afford to nepotize each other again and again? Well, or is it like people that have titles and things like that?
Well, if you're going by the French definition of the estates general.
Always.
Always. Which I'm going by their unwritten, I have no idea what I'm talking about. You would have been tied to title and inherited land. So the uplift or the the anger leading the French Revolution is the gentry class that doesn't have that landed privilege looking for its own participation in the estates. I think. I don't know. It's been a long time since college.
Pretty much what I thought. All right, Jeb, that is not even my question for you.
Excellent.
This is my question for you. This is supplied by our previous episode's guest. Are you curious as to the identity of our previous episode's guest?
I would be delighted to know.
Well, then I would direct you and the listener to the Spontaneous Nation archives at howl.fm. For a very reasonable fee, hours of listening pleasure await you. Jeb, here's the question that I put to you. If you could only eat one fruit for the rest of your life, what would it be? Let me ask you this first.
Sure.
Do you eat fruit?
Absolutely.
Do you like fruit?
I do.
Would you are you one of these people that is content to consider fruit a dessert on occasion?
I think fruit, I think you really have to appreciate the portability of fruit.
Absolutely. Nods all around the table.
I think making it a dessert-only event really limits fruit's possibility. It's something that can adorn a backpack or a teacher's desk. It can also be thrown. So if you're limiting it to strictly after dinner, your targets are pretty much only going to be family.
But if let's say you have a meal and you crave a sweet thing, will you say, I'll eat some strawberries? That's like a dessert.
Yeah. Although I think my apex fruit is the Honeycrisp apple. I think that's
really.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on the jazz?
I think the jazz is a good idea. They started out when they were cloning and crossing these apple trees. They had a good idea in mind, but they were afraid to. They opened the door. They were afraid to walk through it. The Honeycrisp apple walks through that door.
Where do you stand on like a green Granny Smith, let's say? Do you like a tart apple?
I do like a tart, but not all the time. It's a tough skin. It is a more laborious apple experience.
But don't you feel then that you're getting the full apple experience when you get that crunch? You bite into one of those son bitches, and you're like, this is a true apple.
Well, I feel like we've, as a culture, have embraced flavor in a way that we were afraid to before the turn of the century. I mean, we started adding it to coffee in the 90s.
Yeah.
We started adding it to burgers, and I think, we have to. The Honeycrisp is, I think, an acknowledgement that we expect more dynamism out of our fruit.
Right.
Because the Granny Smith is sour and it's strong, it's forceful. Mm-hmm. But you don't have that sweet profile, which that you have with the jazz, but doesn't have enough sour. The Honeycrisp is this balance, it's this equilibrium. The only place we have left we can go with the apple is umami.
Oh, the mysterious fifth taste.
Exactly. And if you can get soy or miso or just like a beef brisket into the apple, then you're going to have the full palate.
Were you a picky eater as a kid, or were you able to eat healthy things? Like, could you eat a piece of fruit, or is it something that you had to make yourself do later in life?
My dad was a very good cook, and my mom was very honest. So she would say, listen, this, if you don't like this, I understand. Let me tell you all the things I despised as a child. But I will make you this bargain. This is for your health. You will get through this, and you just eat it. Then there will be
get through this.
Yes, we can make this journey together.
Right.
And at the end, there will be a pot of or a bowl of ice cream at the end of the rainbow.
Wow.
So.
She was really that reasonable about it.
My grandmother, God rest her soul, was one of those people who felt that everything had to be boiled within an inch of its life. Sure. So my mother grew up with asparagus. This is sort of this, not even green, that kind of gray green.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of the same color you get on guacamole if you leave it uncovered for a day. Just sort of good, and so she had been hostile to the experience of really any of the plant kingdom on her plate as a child.
But she was able, though, to have the presence of mind to say, because that's an amazingly well-reasoned argument to give a child that I think was it effective right away? Were you like, hey, that's a great deal. I will make my way through this garbage so I can get that bowl of ice cream.
I think I had the same intractability that all children did, where the first time it was proposed, I could get ice cream, but I could pretend that this is still somehow a form of illegal parenting. Right. I could just sort of cringe toward the food and then look wounded, like I'd been, like some sort of Oliver Twist battering had happened.
Right.
And then, later I just sort of, after that didn't work, by like this third or fourth meal where this had gone on, it's like, all right, I'm going to grin and bear through spinach.
What are the things that your father may have made that you resented at the time, but now you have come to enjoy?
I don't know. He was a very good cook. He still is. It's not like he lost the ability. He's not dead. I think probably anything to do with mushrooms, which I had that kid logic, and I don't know. I think other people probably have too, where mushrooms are this foul thing, but if you put it on pizza, it's fine.
Yes.
And I couldn't take green pepper, but if you put it on the combination, even from some place like Round Table, I'm okay.
I was the kind of child that I could eat anything that was tomato based, but the tomato in its actual form was like, that's insane. Who would eat that? It's disgusting.
I went one further. I will accept a cherry tomato because it's this encapsulated tomato, but as soon as I could see its innards, like if you chopped up a beefsteak tomato in a salad, it's like, no, we know what this is.
Yeah, it's like American Horror Story in there. Yeah. What was your mother able to be that reasonable with other things that other kid lessons? Was she pretty even keeled and very able? I'm marveling at the way she was able to break that down very logically in a very matter of fact way that did not seem like stern or scolding. Was that kind of her vibe overall?
Yeah, this is my sort of embarrassing story. The first time I ever saw the pilot of the Gilmore Girls, I was really drunk and I started bawling about halfway through because I was like, "That's my mom." Because we had the same thing, what kind of trash food do you want to eat tonight? It's Thursday night, so we can have a bowl of Cheetos and a bobbly take and bake pizza thing,
right.
And then you can have just whatever crud is in the fridge, and
right.
And that is our bargain. Or we would do. My mom liked football, so we'd watch Monday Night Football or something, and then we'd watch a terrible movie and have takeaway food, and so there was a lot more presumption that as soon as I could reason effectively. Mm-hmm. Like a human being, that there was no point in trying to lie to me or intimidate me through something. So she'd say, "Look, let's understand why this is done."
Right.
And then sort of let me try to argue a false proposition. Well, actually doing badly at school would be good for me. And then I couldn't get away with that. And so the onus was on me to figure out why I was being disciplined to some extent. And then I had to agree with what was happening to me, which is really nefarious thing to do, I think.
Well, it's the kind of thing where you're forcing a child to take responsibility, which is anathema. Who wants that? Responsibility is the worst thing that you could have. Were you a bad student as a kid?
I was for about 3 years. I went to a public school that was not one of the best ones in our district or what have you. And then I went to a private school that was trying to fix this problem. And I had a really kind of ineffectual old school teacher. And I got sent to the principal's office pretty much every day. And then I finally got a teacher who went, this kid is just bored. And so she just started heaping assignments and flattery on me, like, I'm going to make you do extra work because you're the only one smart enough to do it. I'm like, yeah, this is the real pretty deal right here. Like all these people are just having free time. Right. I know what's...
Those dum-dums.
Yeah.
What were the things that you would be sent to the principal for? Were you like goofing around?
Yeah, I would just finish my assignment. You know, we'd have 10 minutes to do something, and I'd finish it after 3, and I'd just sort of get up and wander around. And like, you have to sit down.
Get up and wander around.
Yeah, just go grab a book off the thing, or I'd just go start talking to another kid. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you still here? God, that's just, okay, your thing, man. I guess.
Doesn't it seem insane now, the way that children are dealt with in school, just like regular kids who are like that, you know what I mean? Who are not like actively carving into a desk with a Bowie knife, you know what I mean? But kids that are just clearly like their mind is somewhere else, but to punish them in that way seems crazy to me now that I'm an adult. Yeah. You know what I mean? That I look at it like, what are you doing? Like, you're treating this child like it's a peer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm your boss, and so this is the way I'm going to punish you, is by you have to go see my boss and then just sit there for a while. I don't know. It just seems like that I still have the intense relief sometimes that I don't have to go to school. Even I'm not going to say I'm almost at the end of my life, but it's certainly I'm within spitting distance, it feels like. That I still, every once in a while on a Sunday evening, when I realize I don't have to do homework and I don't have to go to school, it like washes over me. What a great time to be alive. Yeah, do you still get that?
Yeah, I'll kind of look at the clock when I'm watching something and think, well, you know, maybe there's something coming up that I want to watch, and I'll think, well, I have to go to bed. And you're like, no, I don't. I mean, I'm not doing anything at 7 a.m.
Right. Yeah. I could stay up all fucking night if I wanted to.
Yeah. I'm going to watch, like, I'm going to find a Hulu series, something I would never watch when it broadcast and watch it on Hulu. Like, I'm going to start with the 12th season of CSI and just go with it. Like, I want to watch all the Elizabeth Shue era CSI.
Is that something you actually did?
Oh, yeah.
How was it?
I mean, kind of. I watched it when it kind of showed up initially on the Spike TV, like,
right,
you know, movies for guys who have testicles, and I watched like the first 3 seasons a bunch, and then I felt like I wasn't really watching to figure out how they solved the crime. It was more an anthropological experience, like, how do you maintain a series past season 12 with real people, and then what are they doing? So I'm like, well, are they going to? I mean, Elizabeth Shue, is she going to be forced to do something odd? Like, she's going to have a piano collection habit, like,
right.
Like, you know, they go in and it's like, well, this is my upright, and then this is my harmonium, and then why do you do it? Because I'm a character on TV in season 12.
Especially those shows where this is no disrespect to the people that star in such shows, but in terms of the acting that is required of you, it's a lot of explaining stuff and then going and asking questions of people. And then I think at the end, you get to yell when you are going to shoot at someone or chase them until they can't run anymore. And so it's like to be on one of those shows for such a long time seems like a real, I guess you could look at it either it's a real challenge to like keep it fresh for yourself, or it's the easiest thing in the world. Like, I just have to show up and say, they found the arm in the dumpster. And then somebody else, my favorite thing is when the people who all have the same job explain the job to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite for that, I was a devotee of all the Law and Order. I mean, the many,
absolutely,
the many flavors of the Law and Order buffet.
Yes.
And SVU got to the point where you'd be watching an episode and they needed to inject something that clearly one of the writers had read in the New York Times style section or the New York Times Magazine that weekend when they got the plot idea. And so, you know, all the cops are supposed to be sort of meatheaded. So the medical examiner just shows up in the precinct constantly and says, listen, you know, this may interest you, officers, but in the current things I've been reading about Times, it turns out that that pirated or, you know, like illegally hunted animal horns account for 13% of the gross export from Africa. And she's just running down all this detail. Like, why do you know its economic impact? They're just trying to find some guys out in like Brighton Beach who are wearing like tracksuits and no socks, and they're smoking unfiltered cigarettes and just going da all the time. You know,
there would be a story about this medical examiner on the news if such a person existed. Like, they call her the Sherlock Holmes of Brooklyn.
Yeah, she would be basically her and Neil deGrasse Tyson asked on panel shows to just debunk whatever you know.
Exactly. Oh, I like the idea of that show.
It's just called No, Sorry, You're Wrong.
Jeb Lund, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
I hope you have enjoyed your time in Los Angeles. I know you're not based here. On behalf of the city, welcome, and thank you for visiting Los Angeles.
Thank you. No, who do I talk to about some of the signage problems I've seen?
Ooh. We got to take a break. During the break, we will procure a location for our improv from Jeb Lund. And when we come back from the break, you're going to meet our improvisers. Put down that tomato you've been eating like an apple. Okay, goodbye. Oh, Lisa, you've been with me since the beginning. God bless you, Lisa Mattresses, for sponsoring today's show. Are you brand new to Earth? So you haven't heard about Lisa Mattresses. Well, first of all, welcome either a newborn baby who's a very quick study or an alien race. I want to tell both of you, and I hope you're together and I hope you're friends. But allow me to make the introductions. Newborn baby who's a quick study, please meet alien race member. Lisa has done away with, first of all, we sleep on mattresses around here. That's what we do. And there's a company called Lisa that has done away with the awkward mattress showroom experience that all of us who have been on Earth for a little bit of a while have gone through. Here's what it is. You go into a mattress showroom. That's where they have a bunch of mattresses just laying out like, I don't know. There's something about it that reminds me of the movie Coma. Just seeing all those mattresses. And in order to test out the mattress, you have to lie down on it in front of somebody while they look at you, or sometimes maybe they'll discreetly look away. But it's too late. They've judged you for your sleeping stance. No one wants that anymore. Lisa has done away with that. They take a luxury mattress that they create. They compress it. Ooh, and some kind of, I want to see the machine that does it. And they put it into a box that's the size of a mini fridge. Okay, I know you have a lot of questions. There's a thing called a refrigerator, keeps food and beverages cold. A thing called a mini fridge, which is just like that, only smaller. Okay. So, this 10-inch mattress comes in all sizes, and it is crafted with 3 unique foam layers, including 2 inches of memory foam and 2 inches of a really cool latex-like foam called a Vena that's perforated to keep you as cool as the other side of the pillow. That's an expression that we have because the side of the pillow that your head goes on, it heats it up to an insane degree. Babies, you will learn this in time if you haven't figured it out already because you're a quick study. Aliens, I don't know what you do with pillows. I don't know if you have them. I don't know what temperature your heads are. Forgive me. I hope that's not a rude thing to bring up. But the other side of the pillow is very cool because your head heat only has so much reach. Isn't that fun to think about? As hot as our heads get, they cannot completely warm a pillow. The Lisa mattress is 100% made in the United States of America, and it ships for free to anywhere in the United States of America and the Canada. The Canada is a country north of the United States of America that recently acquired a definite article. Lisa gives you 100 nights to try your mattress risk-free. Oh, alien race, I hope you live that long. I don't know what your life cycle is. And for every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate 1 to a shelter. Now that's great. Alien race, I hope you have charity on your planet. Baby, get on it. Be a nice person. Don't be a Scrooge. Wait till you get to that book. Go to leesa.com/PFT, leesa.com/PFT, and enter promo code PFT at checkout to get $75 off. And until then, newborn baby who's a quick study and alien race, I'll see you in your dreams. Oh, thank you, Ad. Thank you for your service. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome tobacco farmers. Or tobacs, as I call them. Where are my tobacs at? Welcome back to Spontaneanation. We didn't go anywhere, and neither did you. It is time to meet our friends from the land of make pretense. Sitting next to me, brief cameo in the first part of the show.
Aren't I fun?
Where she
to invite to do a show.
Clink clanked a spoon against a mug.
Hi, everybody. Listen, it's a thrill to just
Her famous
leave the
catchphrase.
house.
Stephanie Courtney, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Doing really well.
Really well.
Yeah. We have a new puppy. She's 8 months and 55 pounds, and she's crazy.
What is her name? May I ask? Will you say?
Please.
Do you want to keep it private?
My private. No. I'll happily say it's Penny.
Oh.
And she's really sweet. Her mom was a rescue, and then the family that rescued the mama, they had 9 puppies, and we adopted one of the puppies.
This is a wonderful story.
Isn't it great?
Now you have how many children?
I have one.
One. I know. And is this the first pet for the family?
No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say this. We have a cat. We have the best cat. And I call him the Iceman because at home he's the most lovable teddy bear. And then he goes out and you just hear like, meow, and he's gotten rid of all the stray cats in the neighborhood. So he's like that guy who's like, I kill for you. I kill for my family. I love you guys.
He's gotten rid of all the stray cats in the neighborhood.
Here's why. He would come home just bloody and we're just like, oh crap. And then we fix him and it was like an $800 or $1,000 repair. Right? And then 2 weeks go by, he's got the cone on, and then he's like, so long. And then we hear immediately, like, then suddenly there were no more fights and there were also no more cats running around.
Holy moly.
Because I think if you're a stray and you don't have someone who'll take you to the vet for those...
Oh, you just die. Yeah, you go somewhere and you bleed away.
That's right. So he was a badass. Can I say that? And and he went off, I guess, and we have been waiting for him.
No, oh no!
I am heartbroken. And so
Is this since you got the puppy?
Yes.
He does not care for the puppy.
No. He likes the puppy. She's crazy. She's like all over him, and he's really good about just standing his ground and slapping her. And then when they're both like sleepy, they'll cuddle. So that was going great.
Very precious.
Yeah. So, but then I think he just went out and had an adventure, and we've got 2. Like, I'm sorry, is this taking too long? We have 2. One, like, there's a neighborhood website where they keep track of what's happening in the neighborhood.
Next door?
Yes.
Yes.
That's it. And someone said, like,
it's a Coyote community bulletin board.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. And so, like...
It's also good for white flight racial panic.
That's it. The 2 things. Are there coyotes here? And I saw some suspicious characters around the parking lot.
I don't know how they got in via our roadway.
Coyote is like code. But
it's all about
it's all code. Yes, coyotes, wink, wink. But they said, like, someone said they found cat remains on a lawn, and that guy and my husband got in contact, and my husband's like, that's it. However, I am so embarrassed, but this did happen. I called a pet psychic twice who said, like, he's on a walkabout. Just stay positive. He'll be back when he's figured things out. And so I'm just like...
When he's figured things out?
Yep. I'm like, that's the A story.
Yeah.
And whatever nextdoor.com has reported...
Absolutely.
I don't believe it.
I feel that the Iceman will return.
Oh, God, please.
And I think he's just out playing some beach volleyball.
Thank you. Clink.
Sitting right across from me. Oh, man. It's the Blasucci, Maria Blasucci.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome back to the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Of course.
It's great to be back.
I hope so.
It is.
How have you been, Maria? Any new pets? Any old pets? Any pets you're waiting on?
No. All my pets are home safe.
Do you have pets?
My boyfriend has a dog that we now share. Yeah.
Do you live together with this boyfriend?
Yeah.
How recent is this, Maria?
No, this is not for your ears. This is my private.
This is my private. Let me have my private.
This has been a recent development. And I'm not going to say his name, and we're not going to we're not going to do red carpet events together either.
What?
We're not going to be seen because we're not for sale.
You know what? Fair enough.
But we are if the price is right.
Can I tell people, though, that it's Josh Brolin?
Yeah, we're so happy.
What? Tell me about this dog.
Well, she's a little Frenchie. And she is just the sweetest thing. And
How loud is her breathing?
it's real loud. And
Yeah.
sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll see her back on the bed, her belly up, and she'll just be going like she's loving it. She's loving it. She is
loving being alive despite her hideous Judas of a respiratory system.
Yes, it is very much no good. Her innards are no good, but her outers are making me laugh every day. Kind of like me.
Are there videos that you have taken that online, or do you keep this Frenchie very private?
It's private because she is not for sale.
How about the boyfriend? Does he put videos up there?
No, because we are very much.
You're on the same page about this.
Yes, but if anyone has a price, they need videos or whatever, we'll definitely help you out.
So you are for sale.
Absolutely,
Okay.
Paul. Thank you.
You got it, Maria. Sitting next to Maria, she's wiping a tear away. Her addition to this lineup today means this is the most Lunds we've ever had in this room.
I can't believe it.
Amanda Lund, ladies and gentlemen.
Because for a second I thought it was lung.
Lung!
And then when I realized it was Lund,
Lung!
I think some people have the name of lung.
You think some people do.
I think I've heard it before.
When I went to 13 different schools, but before I graduated high school because my parents moved so much, and my name is Jeb Tennyson Lund.
Wow.
Pardon me, all to hell.
And I got somehow in one school I went to on like all the orientation packages, like, hello, my name is, it had Jab Tennessee Lung.
Jab. Jab's not bad.
Jeb Tennessee.
Lung.
Lung. But have you ever met someone named Lung?
No.
You've never met anyone
I
named
think
Lung?
there's someone on Facebook named Lung.
Are you guys related?
I think maybe. Probably not.
Did you? I had a promiscuous family in Council Bluffs, Iowa, so am I?
Well, okay. There are some, I'm not going to say too much on this, but I know that there's an illegitimate Lund running around out there somewhere.
In your family,
And
really?
his name's Jab.
Who can you talk? How much can you talk about this illegitimate Lund?
All I know is that there's a Lund. My dad has a lot of siblings. He has upwards of 7.
8?
Yeah, maybe. Upwards. Is that not the saying?
I was just like, what's the number?
I'm not sure. I could count.
They lost count after 7.
I could count, but I don't have time.
Understood, girlfriend.
So there is, I heard this recently that there is another Lund, not full Lund, half Lund, running around somewhere out in the country.
What? I'm collecting my things and going.
I don't mean to offend, but this is the story and they're sticking to it. But no one has reached out. They don't want to know.
Is this wandering Lund's name Iceman?
Is it my cat?
I hope and pray that your cat comes home, and I believe the psychic.
As we all do.
Thank you.
You know what? I believe this. I don't know if I believe the psychic
No,
about
look at me in
the cat's motives.
Look at me right in the eye.
But I think that cat is going to come back.
Yes.
Thank you.
So let me tell you a story. And I don't know if I've told this story on the show before. In our neighborhood, which is like Coyote Central, there is a cat, this beat up looking motherfucking cat. I used to see this guy every day, and he just looked like a real bruiser. And he would let me get a little closer to him every day. He would like hang out in our yard. And so like when we first moved in, at first glance, he was gone. And then gradually I would see him every week or so, he would let me get a little bit closer. And then the guy was gone for a long time. I was like, they got him, man. They got him. Coyotes, they got him. Like, I want to say 3 months later, he was back. And there was it was the same guy. There was no mistaking him because he had many different like chunks taken out of his ears and stuff like that.
Well, we adopted this guy. He had half a fang, chunks taken out of his ear, big scar. Like and he loves people, but man, oh man, he goes out the door and that's just his deal. Like he would not be happy inside. I'm trying to justify.
He can't be tamed.
There's a war happening.
He's not for sale.
There is a war happening.
There's a war
And
happening.
in our backyard.
That's right.
The coyotes.
That's right.
Yes.
How do they get to our town?
And the bobcats.
Has that been a problem where you
The
are?
bobcats took my bunnies.
No.
Oh, that's right.
They did. I'm up in the Pasadena.
We don't want to
give
say.
them
We
too
don't
much.
want to.
Private.
Amanda's not for sale.
It's not for
Let her have her private.
But if anyone gives me the right price, I'll give you Amanda's address.
Blasucci.
It's true.
But that's right. You guys inherited bunnies from the previous tenants of your home.
Yes.
And they were kept in this sort of open, like the top of it was open,
Yeah,
right?
the top was
enclosure?
open, but they said, "Oh, it's fine. There's no problem
Who
there."
said?
The owners of the bunnies' friends.
How do they keep like ospreys from just coming and just grabbing a bunny? Like
I
they'll leave a
don't-
penny, take a penny.
This is what. Well, it was working out just fine for the first 6 months, and I was like, well, I was planning to build them a more secure enclosure. However, we realized too late that the family before us had these 3 large dogs that were keeping the predators out of the yard. And we just have 1 large cat we keep inside, so she doesn't do much. But then, the bunnies got, they got taken. But maybe I should call that psychic.
Oh, I will happily
No, but you
share
know
that.
they got taken.
Wait.
You don't need to.
What?
I don't
Because
know
there
for
was
sure.
was there no evidence of it? They were just gone.
There was a little fluff.
It sounds like they left by choice.
They're on their walkabouts.
Do you think that fat fucking cat watched all this happen from a window? Because that's kind of what I think.
Margot, I don't think she did because she's bad. She's a bad person, but
is.
she's not evil.
Right. She's selfish.
She's selfish.
Selfish.
Yes.
Well, listen, we have to take a break. Everyone, go check your pets. Put a roof on your bunny enclosure. If you're on next door, stop being such a goddamn racist. We have to take a break. When we return, we will reveal our location provided to us by Jeb Lund, and then we're going to do that improv, all this, and nothing else, when Spontaneanation returns. Indochino! Yeah. Indochino. What is it? Are we being sponsored by a fun word? No. There's more to it than that. You guys know. I'm a fancy lad. I'm a dapper Dan. When it comes to clothes, I'm a bit of a horse about it. I like to wear nice clothes, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny that I like to wear nice clothes. Indochino makes made-to-measure suits that fit so much better than a generic off-the-rack suit. Now, maybe you're a guy or a gal who's like, I wear a suit once a year to go to my yearly funerals. You have to investigate that problem, by the way. Why are you being invited to so many funerals? Why do you know so many people that are dying on a yearly basis? You're a young person. This is alarming. But if you're going to wear a suit at all, you might as well have one that looks the best it can possibly look. Let me tell you something. I like to wear nice clothes. Do people make jokes about that? Yes, slobs. Slobs do. Do people compliment me? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. When I'm wearing a nice put-together outfit, a suit and tie, there's always somebody that says, you look sharp. Great compliment. Occasionally, I'll get dashing, the #1 male compliment as far as I'm concerned. Everyone looks better in a suit. Indochino, they're trying to help you. Let them help you. They're one of the largest made-to-measure menswear brands, and they're taking it easy and making it easy. They're taking it easy on themselves for mistakes they made in the past to get them to where they are now. It's a long journey for all of us. And they are making it easy for men to get great fitting, high quality suits and shirts at an incredible price. Here's how it works. You go to Indochino.com. Indochino.com. No, don't spell out the dot. Indochino.com. Or you can drop by one of their 9 North American showrooms. You know what? I do want you to try spelling out the dot just to see what happens. I've never done that before. You can pick from hundreds of fabrics and patterns. There's so much variety. You choose your customizations from lapels to pleats to jacket linings and more. Oh, pleats. Paul, what? Am I wearing Dockers? No. Let me tell you something. You don't see this a lot, but if you get a single pleat in a pair of suit trousers, it looks good. Submit your body measurements. Do it. Submit them to them and to me. Kick back. Relax. Get ready to step into the best, most stylish suit you've ever worn in just 4 weeks. That's an amazing turnaround time for a custom suit. You got to do this. And this week, my listeners can get any premium Indochino suit for just $389. That's nothing at Indochino.com when you enter PFT at checkout. That is 50% off the regular price for a made-to-measure premium suit. What a world we live in. Plus, shipping is free. Boom. Drop that bomb towards the end. 11th hour. Special surprise. That is Indochino.com. Promo code PFT for any premium suit for just $389 and free shipping. You will never have to worry about badly fitting suits or expensive trips to the tailor again. Get ready to look like $1 million. That's in the copy. Here's what I'm adding. While spending a tiny fraction of that. I couldn't do the math in time. Ad. You did it. You brought a smile to my face. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is now time for our improv. We have our location provided to us by Jeb Lund. We are about to reveal it. But first, just so's you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say we're just going to move laterally in time. A meanwhile, if you will, we'll hear this sound effect. Meanwhile, over here, same time. Let's say we need to go in the past for any reason. We got a flashback sound effect that goes like this. Now we're in the past. Let's say we can't stay in the past forever, right? It's sad. So in order to travel into the future, you will hear this flash forward sound effect. Now you understand everything that you need to know for life. Ladies and gentlemen, it is, and because people ask, any one of our improvisers can touch these buttons at any time. Not right now, though. Important distinction. It is time to reveal our location provided to us by Jeb Lund, and that location is The Last Sizzler. The Last Sizzler. We take you now to The Last Sizzler.
Table for one, please.
Well, you can choose whichever one you want.
Well, I don't know. I could sit by the window. I could sit by the salad bar. What's best for you?
Well, if you sit by the window, you're my son Todd's section. And you're a very lovely young lady.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Todd.
Hi, Todd. I'm Abigail.
Abigail, nice to meet you. People don't often introduce themselves here at the Sizzler, certainly not these days.
It looks kind of empty. It looks kind of like it's maybe the last Sizzler.
Well, I mean, it only looks empty because we're the only people in here. But,
you know, it's funny. Sizzler put all their pennies and dimes that they had left after the economy collapsed in 2018, and they put it all in ours.
Yeah.
We have the most heart.
The most soul.
And the most cheese fries.
But it looks a little bit like a haunted house in here.
We try to make it fun.
Also, we left the Halloween decorations up.
I just don't have it in me to take them down to you.
I'm exhausted.
Well, I'll take this window seat here and...
Good choice.
Todd, you're on.
Welcome to The Last Sizzler.
Oh, it really is the last Sizzler then.
Yes, sparkling or tap.
I'll have sparkling. It's quite an occasion for me.
That was a mere formality. We, of course, only have tap water.
Here's your tap water.
Thank you, Mom.
Wow, that's nice too.
Abigail, you mentioned that it's an occasion. Mm-hmm. What is the occasion, if I may be so bold as to ask?
Well, today I found out that I have a sister.
Oh, congratulations. You previously did not know that you had a sister?
No, we are a family of runaways and criminals. So I'm learning about my family every day.
That's a wonderful story. We will have to ask you to pay up front.
Yeah, I'm sure you understand, but I'd love to hear more about this upbringing of yours, a family of runaways and criminals.
I'm gonna hold him down. You stab him.
Mama, what do you mean?
Honey, it's time that you learn the family business.
Well, what is the business?
Well, we're criminals.
And runaways.
Yes, first we ran away, then we became criminals.
I got his wallet. I got his wallet.
Good work, honey.
Good job, sweetheart.
See,
That's
if Bobby
great.
can do it, you can do it.
Okay, well, I don't think this is the life for me.
Well, then get out.
Get
out.
the fuck out.
No.
How dare you?
I'm gonna run away and become a criminal.
Good.
Perfect.
I'm glad.
The
Guess
plan
what?
worked.
You don't have any sisters.
And I guess that's how I ended up here.
Right here, where you are right now?
Yeah.
We're your first stop. We are honored.
When did this happen?
About 3 hours ago, I guess.
God.
Oh, you must be starving.
I'm starving.
You can help yourself to any packets of sweet and low or equal.
Well, I got a couple dollars in my pocket.
Well,
That'll get you as much rubbery steak as you'd care to consume.
Does anybody work here? I've been waiting at the hostess stand for about 5 minutes now.
Mother, another customer.
hi, how are you? Oh, God, I'm so nervous. I've never had to juggle so much in my life.
I'll deal with Abigail while you talk to this lady.
Okay.
I'm fine, thank you for asking. My private plane had to make an emergency landing in this tiny town.
Well, let us help you. I'm sorry, one of our plastic spiders has caught onto your cashmere sweater cape. My apologies. Can we give you some complimentary rubbery steak?
That would be fine.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, Todd. I know you. You're on the television.
Yes, Channel 6 News at 9.
That's right. You reported on all those coyotes in the neighborhood.
That's right. You're the only 9 o'clock news broadcast.
Oh yes, we rule the hour. Our ratings are through the roof. And I've got a meeting this evening with the head exec.
Well, let me microwave that steak.
You keep looking at your watch on your wrist.
What else should I be doing?
Are you under a bit of a time crunch?
I am. I've got a big meeting at 9.
Steak 2 o'clock. That means it's right in front of you, but slightly to your right.
I see it there.
Well, gosh, I've always been a fan of the news. You know, I come from a family that's very newsworthy.
Oh, is that right?
Look, everybody, we're on the television.
Ooh, that's actually bad for us, Bobby. That's not good.
This just in. Big family murders people.
Look at her watch. It's so fancy. I can't look at nothing else.
That's me, Marissa Myers. On the case. I won't stop till I solve it.
I think one of my favorite broadcasts was when you reported on that family that was stealing wallets.
Oh, yes, that's right. The Lunds.
Oh, my God.
The criminal Lund family? Abigail, that's your family?
Well, yes,
You're Abigail Lund?
I'm Abigail Lund.
My God. It looks like the exclusive just fell right in my lap.
It's a shame our telephone doesn't work, nor do we have Wi-Fi.
And I'm not getting any cell reception.
Also, none of our pens work.
Well, I better get going. I don't think this is good for me to be talking to someone in the news.
Please stay. Please.
Todd.
We've been so lonely.
Todd, that's so sweet of you to say.
This is the best day of our lives. Here.
What? Second best.
You were born.
Oh, it's the sun. All right, can I leave now? Do I have to sign papers?
We'd prefer you didn't stay here. We have many people.
Look, I'm not arguing.
I have things to do.
Okay, listen, as I'm not your physician, I'm just your obstetrician, but I would say maybe ease up on the cigarettes. You smoked all through the labor.
I'm her physician. How dare you talk to her like that? You smoke all the cigarettes you want.
Thank you. He's a nervous Nelly. Well, I should have listened, I guess.
You probably should have. Maybe I should have listened too. I wish I'd heard that story sooner.
Guess which one of us has to have the operation where they put a hole in our throat?
Is it a trick
It's not me because I already have a hole in my neck.
Oh.
Unrelated.
Well, you must be hungry now. Let's see. We have spinach, and we have onion, and we have those steaks I microwaved.
I wouldn't recommend the steak.
Okay, thank you. Now, I have to say, I am nervous, but may I sit with you, Marissa?
Well, sure,
Mayor?
Abigail.
I have a story to tell, and I feel like you're the one to tell it.
Mind if we pull up a chair?
Please do.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Do you mind if I record this? Beep.
No, go right ahead. Just this stays between the four of us, right?
Of
am I gonna tell?
And that recording device.
I know I keep going back and forth between whether I want my story to be told or not, but I just don't know.
Now, so far, what we know of your story is you were raised by a criminal runaway family. They were trying to get you to learn how to rob people, and you ran away.
Let me start from the beginning. Wow, a new house for me and Bobby?
That's right.
And this is the way it's going to be from now until probably a few days from now.
Wow, we've never had houses before, but wait. There's Christmas presents and a Christmas tree.
Oh, shit. Score.
And
This is perfect. And no one is tied up in the closet.
I doubt it.
Look at that beautiful backyard. I can see through the big. Oh, I see a guy we can case.
Bobby, look at you.
Wait a minute.
What?
This isn't right. This isn't our house. It's someone else's house.
Honey, Abigail, you take that tone out of your voice right now.
This isn't our house. This is someone else's house.
Dear,
We
will
need
you
to
give-
have a chat with the children.
You're very reasonable. Can you talk to her in that reasonable way you have?
Yes. Now listen, darling. I know you might think crime is wrong, but crime is something that one must do. For on the other side of crime is justice.
Yeah, see? Stop thinking so much.
Bobby.
Well, what do you mean? If we do crimes, then justice will be served and we'll spend our lives in jail?
No, I'll give you a bowl of ice cream. How about that?
Ooh, ice cream. I love ice cream.
See, honey, this is the way it works, is that there's a balance to everything. There's crime and there's justice, and there's not eating ice cream and then there's eating ice cream.
Yeah, I do see your point of view. All right, let's go get him.
How long ago was that?
That was about 3 days ago.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, yeah.
Agreed.
Now, it's just you and your brother, right?
Well, that is until I found out today that I had a sister.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And my sister is screen actress and movie star Dakota Fanning.
Jesus Christ.
That's quite a revelation.
I know. So I'm off to find her and try to get some money off of her.
Good plan. Solid plan.
Solid plan.
Oh, great. I've got
Airtight.
some cell reception. Gary, cancel my flight home. I've got the scoop of a lifetime here at Sizzler.
Randall, get over here, quick!
What is it?
Cancel the story on the flood.
What,
Take everything off the front page.
The flood story was going to lead at the 9 o'clock hour.
Well, forget all about it. Because we have the story of a century, just leave the page blank until I get the story from Samantha.
Which... Okay, slow down. You're hysterical. What page are we talking about? And who's Samantha?
The page that our newscaster reads at the 9 o'clock news.
Oh, okay, sure. I should have figured that out.
Burn it. Burn the old story. Take the print room and destroy it. Blow it up. Because we've got a story coming in.
Okay.
Get out of my office. You're driving me crazy.
Sorry, Chief.
Now, I'd like to ask you a few questions. You do resemble Dakota. If I were to get her on the phone,
I'd have a lot to say to her.
all right.
This is how she's like on the news. There's lots of pauses, and before you know it, the hour's up.
She's smiling and nodding in soft focus.
She's on my speed dial.
How do you know Dakota?
Oh, we're sisters.
5 minutes, Miss Fanning.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Is there anything you need? Anything we can get you?
No, but my sister's supposed to be coming to see me today. She's a big newscaster.
Oh, not Elle Fanning?
Oh no, Elle, she's not a newscaster, silly. She's an actress like me.
No, I know. I just didn't know you had another sister.
No, there
who's
she
a
is.
newscaster.
Marissa, hi.
Hey, honey.
This is my sister.
Are you sure? Are you sure she's here right now?
Oh no.
Oh my God! Where did you go for a second? That was the weirdest thing.
Well, technology, it is 2018.
Hold on a second. Are you a hologram?
Who's real and what's where?
That's right. I've been tracking the Lunds. I've been tracking them for years now. And my career was taking a nosedive. Well, I couldn't handle it. I needed the money for my condo.
You're
It's a
treacherous.
beachfront property. So I've been following you, and I followed you here. I don't have a private plane. I rode a car.
Okay, everyone gather around. This is the first meeting of the Condo Society. That newscaster, I just don't think that she's our type.
I agree. I think that the way she sort of shimmers and you can reach through her is very unsettling, and it's not really the way we do things around here.
If she had like a Nobel or something, or Pulitzer, then maybe but I just don't know.
Also, I think she let coyotes into the building.
I hear you.
Well, I like her.
Old man Jenkins.
Well, she's what we need in this place. All you louses riding around on your mechanical wheels. She comes in here with youth and life. I say bring her in.
Listen, it's 2018. Of course we're on mechanical wheels all the time. What do you care? You'll be dead soon.
Congrats on making your money the honest way, but we have the majority.
One day I'll burn this place to the ground.
What?
That's arson. That's
You
arson.
made a direct threat.
I'm taking my salmon rolls back. I'm not going to bring snacks to these meetings anymore.
Take your snacks. They taste like toads anyway.
Whoa. Good luck putting anything up on the bulletin board. I'm in charge of the tax.
Yeah, forget about that futon you want to sell. You can just kiss it hello. It's not going anywhere.
Kiss it hello.
I don't know. She's trying to get rid of it. Meeting adjourned.
And they're deciding right now if I get my condo or not. And you know what? They love me.
So wait a minute, you're a hologram?
Yes.
So this is crazy.
I'm with Dakota right now.
Tell her I say hi. Wow.
She says hi.
Wow, that's cool.
Son, I need to speak with you in the walk-in
Yes, mother.
just right away. If she's a hologram, why did that plastic spider get caught on her sweater cape?
I was thinking the same thing. I've been thinking of nothing else since the revelation.
I just don't feel safe.
I don't feel safe at all.
God, what should we call it? Cops?
Cops, they never believe us. How many times have we called the cops to come down to this Sizzler? They just laugh at us.
Okay, it's the Sizzler calling again. You get it, buddy.
Thank God you called. One of our customers sees the face of Jeff Fahey in one of our pancakes. And we felt not safe and we needed to call the police.
Okay,
Tell him the guy was crying his eyes out.
I swear to God, I wouldn't call you if emotion wasn't involved, but he was crying his eyes out.
Not Jeff Fahey, but the guy who saw the face of the
Would you like
pancake.
to talk? Would you like to talk?
No, you're doing it, Mother.
Oh, God. I just need a stranger to say this to the face. This is the last Sizzler. And it is unbelievable pressure to keep hoping.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am?
I'm listening.
I'm going to send someone down. Right.
God bless you. Just God bless you.
Okay.
I hope he comes hungry because we really need the business.
And then they sent Elizabeth Shue from CSI the later seasons. She wasn't a real police
She's
person.
not a real but she's delightful company, and I'll
She
say
was
that to
delightful.
anyone.
She answered all our questions about adventures in babysitting.
Marry the Ketchups.
She married the ketchup. Real regular person.
All right, I guess maybe they're getting suspicious if we're not out there.
Oh, it's true. You know, Mother, I so enjoy our talks. I forgot we were hiding in the storeroom from that hologram.
You know who we're like?
Who?
We're like that mother and daughter from the Gilmore Girls.
Oh, don't make me cry. Hi, everything's normal.
Well, I think I got what I needed.
Really?
But hold on, I didn't. I have two sisters in hologram form that are right here. And I mean, we could be a team.
Jingle, jingle. Hi, guys. You forget the fuck about me? It's Elle.
Oh,
Whoa.
I never put it together.
What, that
I
Elle...
still haven't.
That Elle and Dakota are sisters?
We're four. We're quadruplets.
We're twins?
We're 4 twins.
I thought for sure that Dakota Fanning and Elle Fanning were different ages.
Oh, no, they are. I just meant quadruplets, you know, like a metaphor.
Oh, sure.
Because we're so
sure.
close already.
That must be hologram slang.
Guys, I'm in Biarritz, but I just could tell psychically that my sisters were getting together, and I just wanted to say hi. Don't forget about me.
What? What was the last part?
Don't forget about me. You're just old. You don't get it.
Can I talk to my sisters for a minute, Todd and Mother?
Sure.
Alone, you mean?
Yes,
We'll go back in the walk-in. We were having a great time anyway.
We were having a great time, actually, yeah.
All right, ladies. Let's get this plan underway.
The long con is finally paying off.
I cannot wait to stop acting.
Oh, I can't wait to stop doing my fucking news show.
I can't wait to stop pretending to be Southern.
So this is what we do.
And I can't wait to get to the Marc Jacobs fashion show.
Oh, Dakota.
Shut up, Dakota.
Focus.
Shut up, Dakota.
Focus.
Sorry.
So we kill the old lady and her son.
That shouldn't be hard. They're like 5 minutes away from death anyway.
Those
kind of
idiots really
like
thought
the
I was a
son.
hologram.
Yeah, next time be more careful with the decor.
Well, I didn't know there was going to be plastic spiders hanging from the roofs.
Well, okay, let's do it.
We're going to kill them and we're going to live in the Sizzler.
Just like our parents taught us.
Is it okay if we come
Okay, come out.
Okay, good.
Oh, another great chat in there, Mom.
As always, here's some Oh, you're coughing.
Oh, no, dear.
I think she needs the Heimlich.
Usually, if you don't make any noise at all, that's when you need the heart.
My bones have no more calcium in them, but I'll try.
Here, let's both do it together.
Let's do it
Get
together.
around there.
Quick,
One,
where is it?
2,
Quick.
3. Stop.
He stabbed us.
The little swords that we keep the sandwiches together with.
Dude, they're so keen and sharp.
God, it's a little sword.
Oh, it made it worse when she said stab.
Oh, man.
So rude.
Okay, they're dead.
Yeah, can a hologram do that? Bitches!
Yeah, so fun. So
Well, our girls. I couldn't be more proud of them.
Wow, what we taught them. You know, it's so funny. I always thought all those years they weren't listening to us, but it turns out they heard every word.
And now we own the last Sizzler on Earth.
Let's reupholster these booths. What do you say?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Honey, This looks like the continuation of a beautiful marriage of criminal runaways. And it all happened in a place called The Last Sizzler. Jeb Lund, where can people find you online should they wish to do so?
I have a Twitter account. It's at Mobute, M-O-B-U-T-E.
Oh, that's right.
Because I used to write under the guise of a dead, notorious African dictator.
That's right.
And I just don't want to let go of that brand.
You also have one of the very few, I think, grandfathered GIF avatars.
I do. I'm never letting that go.
Previous guest Josh Molina let his go, a GIF of him spitting up eggnog, but he finally put it to rest. So you shine on, you crazy diamond. Good for you.
Thank you.
Stephanie Courtney, what about you?
I perform at the Groundlings every Wednesday at 8 p.m. in the Crazy Uncle Joe Show. Do it.
This show will be heard by people November 7th. So that applies. People can go see this show what is it, Wednesdays, I believe?
Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Just, we don't screen you. Just come and get a ticket. And
If they don't screen
they
you.
don't. No, it's so easy. You just get your ticket, walk in the theater, and sit.
Are you afraid that assassins are going to show
Now
up?
that I said that, I
Yeah,
realize
that
how
was
very
a
stupid that was.
Very specific thing that you said.
Should do Maria's route and just keep it private.
Keep it private.
Sorry.
It's your private.
Hey, you're entitled to your private. Blasucci, what do you want to tell the people about?
Oh, God. November 7th, the Mascots film I did on Netflix, the Christopher
right.
Guest film, that will be available for streaming. Other than that, I'm going to be pretty... it's going to be a free November, so...
Plenty of time to take private videos of that dog.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. For the right price. Right, Paul?
Put them in a Dropbox for me.
Do you like dog photos and videos?
I do actually.
All right, well, you say the words.
I would rather see that than a picture of somebody's fucking food.
Oh.
Yeah.
Too far.
Baby photos, love them. Pet photos, absolutely. Sunsets, love them.
Sure.
Food, doesn't work for me.
Wow.
Doesn't work for me.
Oh, also, Drunk History will be.
Yeah, how about it?
Yeah, so that starts September 27th, I believe. So that's going to be up and running.
How many episodes this season?
I'm not sure. I think it's maybe 10 episodes.
But you're as of this recording, you're already shot?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No, I've got nothing going on right now. As we record, I've got nothing on my plate.
Okay, all right. It's fine.
But yeah, we got some great guest stars this year. Mm-hmm. We filmed it quite a while ago, so I can't quite remember. But I do remember.
They were all great, though.
Elizabeth Olsen.
There you go. Who is that again?
She's one of the Dakota Fannings.
Yeah, she's one of the Dakota Fannings. She's Mary-Kate and Ashley
She's the
Olsen.
fifth twin.
Yeah. She's in the Avengers.
One of the Dakota Fannings. Say no more.
Allison Tolman from
Yeah, absolutely. Fargo.
So that's enough, right?
That's all I needed. I just needed Elizabeth Olsen. The name is vaguely familiar, and then Allison Tolman. Elizabeth. If I look at a picture of Elizabeth Olsen, I
You'll
will
go,
say,
"Hey."
of course, it's her.
Yeah, and then you'll say, "Sign me up." She got a good face. She got a good face for television and film. No, we can't say that about everyone. She looked at me.
Marina, it's taking a lot of strength to tear myself away from you because I feel like if you just kept going.
I'd keep going and I'd never stop.
Amanda Lund.
Hello.
Where can people find you? Of course, we all know where to find Maria Blasucci on Twitter is _Blasucci.
I am Amanda Funbuns on Twitter and Instagram. Find me there.
You share cat photos?
Yes, if you like cat photos, I share those. There's some, I don't share a lot of selfies. Sometimes.
If it's interesting. You don't just take a picture of your face and like, here's my face.
No, it's usually I'm holding the cat.
That's true.
Or something, or maybe I'm wearing an interesting shirt with a cat on it. I do some of those. There's other pictures on there of around the house. some shots out in the world. Sometimes when I'm driving, things I see.
I feel like something weird is happening in this film. And I'm including myself. But I feel like this has been a very strange and punchy show.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not alone, right?
No,
Okay.
But
All right.
what's wrong with that? We need a little.
Did I say there was anything wrong with it?
We're all on the edge.
You're still holding up that November 7th.
Get that down, Paul.
He's holding
a sign.
I'm still holding up a sign that says November 7th.
like it's
There's
some.
nothing
It's
else
like a
on
threat. It's like a threat.
It is.
Looking at it, going, God.
November 7th waits for you all. All right. Eban Schletter, go to ebanschletter.com and seek out Eban's work that is not Spontaneanation because it is great. And why is it great? Because Eban Schletter is only the best. Yep. As for me, I'm doing a couple evenings of music at Largo. I've never done this before. I'm very self-conscious talking about it, but we're putting on a couple charity shows at Largo with the Cornet. It is 2 evenings, December 3rd and December 4th, Saturday and Sunday. It is called Paul F. Tompkins, Hogs, the Covers. It will be 2 nights of cover songs. Me, Eban, full band, special guests. All proceeds go to charity. This is our annual Christmas charity show, but we're doing something a little bit different this year. So please do come to that. And of course, Spontaneanation Live returns to Largo at the Coronet Saturday, January 7th, 2017. Can you even imagine a year that ends that way? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the show. You can find tickets at paulftompkins.com/live. I'm out of my fucking mind, guys. I'm really losing it. I needed to eat before I came here, and I didn't do it. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti.
Hey guys, it's Franklin Leonard, and we are back with another amazing season of The Blacklist Table Reads. We have so many ear movies for you this season and some fantastic talent at the helm. There is Paul Scheer starring in an insane action comedy.
Soak it in, Chucklehead. It's your last dance.
A dark new take on the story of Frankenstein with the incredible Joanne Froggatt.
It was the intoxication of your words that's kept me so tied to you, Mary.
And Aisha Tyler in AI apocalyptic sci-fi.
My name is Maggie. Mine is the story of great loss.
Plus interviews with our leads, writers, and much, much more. So listen in, subscribe to the Blacklist Table Reads right here on Earwolf.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.